Good afternoon from quarantine. We are live for the first time. It's a little terrifying. It's kind of like being punished for all the student presentations that I've required over the years. I'm going to try to do this at least once a week for each class so that I can check in with you. You can hear from me. This is a good time to ask questions. If you have any, type them up. I'll get to them at some point in the video, probably at the end. I want to start out reminding you about the Remind app. You can sign up with it for email or text message reminders. And your parents can sign up too, so parents can stay in the loop on everything. The best way to reach me directly is either through the Remind app or through email. You also can sign up on the Discord server, and I'll send a reminder out about the Discord server later. Discord's a good way to chit-chat with each other live and to chit-chat with me live without having to do the whole Google Meet and all of that stuff. Google Meet seems like a disaster to me. I don't want to get all of you on camera and have to mute everybody and all of that stuff. So Discord's pretty handy there. Don't forget, though, that parents can get on the Discord server, and I know Mr. Lewis is already on the Discord server, so it is still school. It's a virtual school, but it is still school. It's my first time doing this, so if I'm too loud or too quiet, can't hear me, I need to slow down, let me know. I think that I can see your text messages or messages in the chat. Today, I'm going to recap what's been going on this week in English, theater, and philosophy, and I'll go in that order. Just as a quick recap for this first week, I know it's been crazy for you guys. It's definitely been crazy here. I'll go over questions, any questions that pop up in that order, and then I'll pause at the end again for questions. Let's start with English first. You're reading about the Trojan War. If you've got a chance to see the movie Troy, it's pretty awesome. Brad Pitt almost gets naked a couple times, though, so check with your parents before you watch it. The Trojan War isn't what we are studying in this unit. We're studying the Odyssey, but the whole story of the Odyssey is based on the Trojan War. It's the sort of a prequel, and how the Trojan War ends it's a big deal. The whole story of the Trojan horse. You need to understand how it ends and how the gods were involved in that ending. Like, who cares about a horse? Why would you bring a horse into your city? And who is responsible for that horse? Because that matters in the Odyssey. And we need to watch that character, Odysseus, as he goes through his journeys to get home. You need to make sure you understand what an epic is. Video games have sort of twisted the word epic, and it doesn't just mean big. There are specific characteristics that an epic must have. If you watch the movie that just came out, Onward, it's kind of an epic. So you need to understand those characteristics and see how they apply to other texts. I don't see anybody coming up with questions, so I'm going to go ahead and move on. That's it for ninth grade English. We're going to move into the Odyssey next week, and I'll do another video probably Tuesday, if I has. Okay, COF Reaper is here. That's great. I don't know what that means. We're not taking attendance. This isn't a class. You can check in or not check in. You can watch this video anytime you want. It'll be saved on the YouTube channel, any videos we make here. So if you miss it, it's not a big deal. You can catch it later on. Let's move on to theater class. Seventh theater students, you're doing a really big project right now, your film study project. The plan is to do one movie per week for the next 3 weeks while we're doing this, assuming we are just on quarantine for 3 weeks. And some of you haven't even responded about what you're researching. You need to choose either a costume study or a director study or a music study. And I need to hear parent consent if you plan on watching any rated R movies. So get that decision made, get in touch with me as soon as possible and let me know what's going on there. Philosophy, we started off a bit rougher than I intended, but I thought we were just going to be doing this for 4 days. The categorical imperative is huge. It's a really big concept. And you need to understand how to take that one rule and apply it to any moral decision. And that's the goal of the categorical imperative. Kant created this as a way to create guidelines for morality. Instead of just creating a list of rules somewhere or things you should or should not do, he created the categorical imperative as a rule of thumb for guiding your actions, for taking an action and deciding whether it's the right thing to do. And what we're to do with our discussion assignment, I'm going to post the discussion assignment as soon as we get out of here. The goal is to apply it. Take that categorical imperative and see what you can apply it to. So I'm going to pause for a minute. I'm going to look over my English book. I'll give you guys a few minutes to think about it, see if you have any questions. That's good. Reaper retracted his message. If you have any questions about the English work, about the theater work, the philosophy work. If you have any questions about how to contact me, go ahead and ask them right now. I'm going to try to find some waiting music for us.
Sea lo que sea eso, no es desayuno.
11 viewers, no questions still? Okay, great. Bryson asked if we were going to have a link to more reading for next week, and will there be a test or quiz to go with it? The testing situation it's really up in the air right now. I just heard yesterday that they were canceling all the end of course tests, TN ready tests and everything. I don't know how we're going to do tests through distance learning. Sabrina, leave your mom alone. Hopefully we'll be able to figure something out. Right now, since it's just 3 weeks of distance learning, I can hold off on tests and quizzes for 3 weeks. So what I'm planning on doing is posting a reading assignment. I'll probably send it out through Remind. Middle of the week, I'll post a quiz. It's not really a quiz grade. It's just a daily grade, sort of a check to see if you understood. It's the same thing that I did for the categorical imperative. It's just a reading comprehension quiz, and then a discussion at the end of the week. If it's a short reading assignment, I may have to do multiple assignments throughout the week, but it'll be kind of the same structure. There'll be a reading comprehension quiz, and then some discussion at the end. Sabrina's mom said, our kids are pretty much prepared for the workload, or do we need to supervise? In my classes, if you've got a responsible child, there shouldn't be any supervision. It's, English classes, it's reading and reading comprehension, so we're just practicing a skill, and they're working on the writing portfolios. Philosophy is an extension of a reading class. So again, it's reading comprehension and practicing that skill. If you want to jump in and discuss philosophy with your child, that would be awesome, but be ready for it because philosophy can get really dense. Hopefully we'll create some arguments this unit because we're studying morality. So I'd love to hear that Sabrina and her mother were arguing because that would be hilarious. Carmen asked what a maxim is. A maxim in Kant's use of it is essentially just a rule. He's talking about creating rules. Let's see what else we got. Oh my God, a lot of these comments are useless. Brandon wants me to say bruh. I do have hand sanitizer. I also found out that apparently the stores are not selling out of bar soap. Like, people don't know how to wash their hands anymore. I promise. No, bruh, stop. Bar soap works just as well as hand sanitizer, probably better. So go ahead and get you some soap. Don't worry about ramens because they're out of that at the grocery store. Get you some pasta. I'm sure you can eat some noodles and wash your hands and you'll be fine. Any other questions? Beginner KK, you are weak. Yes, thank you, Bryson. I agree. Soap is definitely better than sanitizer in this situation. All right. I think we're good. I don't see anything serious coming up. Looks like some people are just playing around. Yep, okay. Yep, now things are going downhill. I'm not playing Tupac. Thanks for the suggestion, Harun. If there aren't any other questions, you guys have a really good weekend. I can't dab for you. I don't know how to dab. I never learned how to dab, and I don't want to. Have a good weekend. Stay clean. Keep your distance 6 feet away from everybody. And y'all take care. Hopefully I'll see you Monday morning. Mr. Lewis has us on a schedule for some reason, so English videos have to happen at, I don't know, I sent it out on the Remind. I think English videos are at 9. Thanks, Rachel. You take care. English videos are at 9. We have to do the theater videos at 6 period time. So I think it was 1:15, and the 7th period videos will be at 2 o'clock. All right. You guys take care. Thanks for coming in. Maybe this will go better next time. Bye.